Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah khayra khalqi Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ala ma ba'da. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tonight we continue with in Surah An-Nisa. The ayah starting with the question, and the people they ask about Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They ask from Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah said, وَيَسْتَفْتُونَكَ فِي النِّسَاءِ. They are asking. يستفتونك يعني إفتاء يعني they're asking question what we should to do. Yeah. So يستفتونك في النساء, they are asking you about the nisa. قل الله يفتيكم فيهن, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give the right, the fatwa, the permission what you have to do. وما يتلى عليكم في الكتاب في يتامى النساء اللاتي لا تؤتونهن ما كتب لهن وترغبون أن تنكحوهن والمستضعفين من الولدان وأن تقوموا لليتامى بالقسط وما تفعلوا من خير فإن الله كان بي عليما. So the beginning the question was asking about the Sahaba, and that time they were asking for the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam about a lot of things happening in their life, about the woman right, about the orphan right, and between the husband and the wife. So all this one general. When you say يَفْتُونَكَ فِي النِّسَاءِ, they're asking you about the woman in all general about the woman. Here, because their attention was about some part about the question about the woman, especially the time in the Arab and their culture always was responsible for anything was the man. They are not giving enough right for the woman. But they never asking for the woman also so much thing. And the beginning was a little good, not like Europe now. What with the culture we going around, much better was Jahilat al-Arab from the now today. And what the West doing today, America is doing, that's culture doing is much. Abu Jahl was better than these people. Yeah, they are what they giving for the woman more right and more respect than what happening today. In the name of the respect and name of the freedom and name of the woman right. All is just only business, nothing else. So they are asked, when they are coming in Islam and the Nabi Sallam, they were asking for the Nabi Sallam, because they have something at their culture. They were thinking we should apply now our culture, what we was following before, is allowed for us to apply, to continue by same culture, or we have to change something. In Arab culture we say they're not asking for the woman a lot of things, but at the same time they're not giving something for a lot of the right. Islam give it for the woman. For example, the defense about the family and the woman, about the right, anything, any word, all was the man's job. Never at all they were taking the woman to go to for fighting. At all. For any word happening, doesn't matter what is that, they never force the woman or ask the woman, you have to go to fight. And the same time, the people they are coming to stealing or to kill somebody, they won't see the woman, they will respect them because it's the ladies. It's a general thing in all Arab. They never coming to somebody, and if you come to attack with some Qabila, and they still were looking for the children, and the woman should be let alone. You should give them little right. That is the was and that time they were giving. So Arab was the problem was where by the will. Inherited with the miras. The problem was when they are, because the man he was responsible to be paid for the family and to look after the family. So they, at the same time they never asking for the woman for anything to pay. Doesn't matter she's rich or no, she has something or no. So they were not giving the inherited the miras, the will for the woman. The reason is because they are said all responsibility for the man. When we go for fighting or for anything, it's the man's responsibility. When we make the ghanima, when they're fighting with the enemy and they take it anything for them, what wanted is coming back also to who? Is the man giving, no woman. So that's what the reasons they are thinking we shouldn't give for the woman the will. Inherit, yeah, the miras. Yeah. So that's what when they said, Islam said no, it's not like that. Islam now giving for the woman more right than that time they were thinking. So similar. In Islam similar. It's not wajib for the woman to go to defend the country. It's the man's job. The income for the house, to look after family, all the man job. But still we give for the woman inherited the miras. We'll give for them from the will what is the right. So here, another one, when happened like that, some of the people, they have some way to, for example, somebody's die and he don't have a boy, only has a girl. They were saying, okay, now all will coming to the woman, to the girl, and they culture, the understanding or the culture shouldn't give the will for the woman. The reason is because she tomorrow in marriage take all this money, maybe she married with some another family also from the group or from the qabila, the tribe, and so now in this case all the money, the will is gone from this qabila to somebody else. So the son-in-law, for example, is not accounting for the family at that time. Yeah, somebody is coming from anywhere and married with a girl and gone. Tomorrow happen divorce, all the will is gone. That's what still is not a strong relationship between the son-in-law and there. But anyway, that's Sharia give him some. So they was asking, what were doing when somebody is die and he lifted the girl. So they were making a plan how we should to take this money to control, not going out from our tribe. How should to do? So they were keeping the girl. Maybe this girl is young. Okay, and the man is old. He can't marry. He have to for example, his brother is died, and the lifted is the girl, no boy, and the man has any boy, or he has a boy. All they are old, too old, for example, or he don't have any boy, or he has a boy very young. So now they can't marry because he can't marry because he's his brother daughter. What you have to do? You have to find somebody to marry. Somebody have to be fine to come back to his family. So maybe he have young children, 3-5 years. He have to stay until grown up and to marry with that daughter, because that's daughter. Maybe the time is gone she's very late. Maybe 30 years, 40 years. But she have to stay for this boy to grow up. It's still this culture we have in some country, and maybe opposite. So that's what they are trying to find some way to keep the miras inherited in their house, in their family. Don't go out. So that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here talking the ayah about when they asked about the woman. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here said, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَّا تُقْسِطُوا فِي الْيَتَامَى فَانكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ. If you scared about you can't give the right or they will, so marry with somebody else. Leave this daughter. Why you want to be keeping for yourself or for somebody? You have to find some reasons to marriage from your family and keep him here. It's not your right. Go marry with another woman. Doesn't matter 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go marriage, but don't. وإن خفتم أن آية وإن خفتم ألا تقسطوا في اليتامى فانكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء مثنى وثلاث ورباع. And also the ayah says وستونك في النساء. Here our ayah قل الله يفتيكم فيهن وما يتلى عليكم في الكتاب في يتامى النساء اللاتي لا تؤتونهن ما كتب لهن وترغبون أن تنكحوهن. We are give you the fatwa, show you the rules, the hukm of the Sharia about the ladies. They are parents die or she's now in your hand or your control and under your control. So how should you do here? So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now talking about these people. Okay, في اليتامى النساء لا تؤتوهن ما كتب لهن يعني من الميراث والمستضعفين من البلدان, and the children, the orphan, they are, you see, okay, that's here now. أن تقوموا لليتامى بالقسط. You have to be justice, عدل between these people and escape from Allah and give they are right, and is not allowed. ولا تأكلوا أموالهم إلى أموالكم, and end of the ayat, and don't eat they will or what they have. Don't join it with your money and with any reasons, because they are young, they are children, and I look after them. So some were doing like that because they are young, Okay, I have to look for about my brother family. So how many well he lifted, he was joining and using for himself. Maybe he not spend that type of money for his family, but because now he's come from one other side and he looking after these children, he was spend this money more open for himself and for his family, include the children. They are orphan and they are die. So that was the reason. So the first one here maybe not happening like now, but is meaning here the ayah of the Quran Karim here about the inheritance of the woman and the children. Doesn't matter they are weak or they are young, we have to give their right back. And if somebody have responsibility about the orphan, about their inheritance, they have to be look after this one about the miras until the time they grown up, and you have to give back the miras to them back, and give the witness, you give it the right back. Is one part of the ayah. The second part of the ayah now talking about the husband and the wife. The people, because asked the ayah about the woman, so the first part is talked about the money right, the will. Now the second talking about the between the husband and the wife. وإن امرأة خافت من بعلها نشوزا أو إعراضا فلا جناح عليهما أن يصلح بينهما صلحا. If any, now here giving advice for the woman. The first advice was for the man about the woman. Now here the Sharia giving the advice for the woman. If any woman, she is scared from her husband, nushuzan أو إعراضا. Nushuz and i'rad, two different things in Lugha Arabiya. Nushuz is meaning somebody living with somebody, spend the money, but don't have any, not showing the love, not showing the kind with his wife. Or sometimes fighting, but still what he like about the food, about the house, anything he responsible, but not give him time and not give him heart, not give him a love. That's, or not respect him, for example, fighting always, but still they are living together. That's the issues. I'radan, who is more. And i'rad, who somebody ignore the woman. Okay, doesn't matter. Not spend the money for her or his children or house, anything. Not paying for her anything, not pay for the children, and give him very hard life, and not stay with them, no love, nothing, and no spend the money. That's meaning i'rad. So here Quran came talking in imra'atun khafat min ba'liha nushuzan aw i'radan. The first one, missing the love or kindness or the respect, or missing both of them, the money and the responsibility to sponsor and the love, is Allah don't mind to do the sulh, reconciliation between the husband and you come talk together, and you can give some your right to your husband to be happen to continue this marriage together, to do broken. Lot of the reasons here we have. One, maybe they have children. Is if they have a divorce, how will happen with the children? The second one, if the lady now in the age, she arrived in the age, for example, and not easier to go to marriage again for somebody else, so what she will do? That is also a lot of things happening. So now we give him for the woman, give advice for the woman, because the man maybe go marriage and maybe he's working and he has his income, so nobody is sponsored for this woman. So now how we give advice for this lady, if she understand nobody looking after me, difficult for me, if I divorce from here, the life is be more harder. So what I can to do here, the Sharia talking. He said, فلا جناح عليهما أن يصلح بينهما صلحا والصلح خير, and we advise him to do the sulh between them, and the sulh is better. We know the nafs right in the level, and they can't live together. Is the heart, or anybody looking after his right, anybody fighting to against each one and what he like to do. But anyway, وَإِن تُحْسِنُوا وَتَتَّقُوا فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ خَبِيرًا. If you are try to fix this one and faithful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will understand what is the good. And Allah كَلَمَا تَعْمَلُونَ خَبِيرًا. What you doing, Allah know your tension and what you doing. وَلَن تَسْتَطِيعُوا أَن تَعْدِلُوا بَيْنَ النِّسَاءِ. Okay, now the first part of the ayah, I will come here to explain 2 or 3 type of the family or the problem is happening in the family. One, if the woman she scared maybe the man if asked for all right, maybe he divorce him. For example, the man, the lady she has some income, for example, some job or any, doesn't matter what he have, and she's for example sick or old or any reasons happen, they can't continue life together, and the man he want to divorce and go marry with somebody else. Now in this case we tell her for the woman, don't ask for a divorce, because the divorce is last option, the last step if somebody want to do it. So we will advise there, keep, if you thinking is good for you, you can for example say, okay, I spend for some of the income from the house, what we spend for the rent for example or for the food, I will pay some of them from my pocket, because it was all the man's responsibility. I don't need that one, but you for example support only the pay for the children, don't pay for myself. I will manage what I need for my life, but just only pay for the children. And when you like, you coming, we are still husband and wife, and you can for example go separate how you want to live or to want to marriage, doesn't matter, but you can stay be and they that, because he can come to go and the mahram and something like that. So is the one is allowed, so the woman he pays something from the house. We said because we say the general thing in Sharia Islam, all payment for the house sponsor is the man, not the woman. But if the woman is done, is allowed. Okay, the second one is maybe the man has two wife or few wife he has, so that's the responsibility also coming back. Maybe sometimes happen, some of them for example sick or very old, and or fighting always, for example the younger one looking for some reasons to keep the husband and her side always, is or Sharia was giving the advice. For example, happened for the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Sauda radiallahu anha, she was very old ladies. It was around 65, 70, and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was still 50, something like that, 55. She was older than Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, few years. When Nabi Sallallahu had another wife, Nabi Sallallahu was, he was also adil between all his wives, and every day was see all of them and go to meet him and spend for all his family. Sauda anha said for Nabi Sallallahu, I'm very old. Shouldn't be stay with me in the night, for example. That's, I don't need him, but I need to be. I want you be my husband, because Nabi Sallallahu and the sharaf of the Nabi Sallallahu wife. And so my night time I will give him for Aisha, radiallahu anha. Yeah, because she was thinking maybe Nabi Sallam divorced me because I'm old, but never will do this one, because Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said you can't change your wives. But she gave the advice for Nabi Sallam, because also I'm very old, and you can my night time you can be stay with Aisha radiallahu anha. So his meaning is allowed for the woman to give some of her right to somebody else, or to keep the marriage to continue to go. And the third one is the last one is sometimes it's very hard to live with somebody, maybe in the woman's side or the man's side. It's not only for the money or who is his sponsor. The love between of them they gone, and they can't see each one, and they can't live together. And that's the finally one was that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said, وَيَتَفَرَّقَا يُغْنِ اللَّهُ كُلًّا مِنْ فَضْلِهِ. If in this time arrived you can't live together, so don't continue this life. If you're thinking with another option, you can't live together, life is very hard, every day fighting and sad time, that time is not allowed to continue. Should be happen divorce, especially if there happens something, for example, for the man's side, and done the woman, for example, something wrong, big mistake, or the woman she find it and the man has some big mistake she's doing, and that's case you have to be asked for the divorce. For example, the man she's returned from Islam. He's now murtad, don't want to believe Islam. Not praying and drinking alcohol, doing the fahshas and what he want to do, doing anything. Not and still the woman, she want to keep this man because it's not allowed. If the yeah, it's not allowed because maybe if I divorce, what will happen? Here, wajib for this woman to ask for a divorce, to separate for this man because the man is not praying and not supporting the family, and he's mocking about the Sharia, and for her hijab, stopping from the salat. A lot of things is happening, a lot of the women like that, but still they are keeping with this man living in the life because what will happen for future? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِيَتَفَرَّقَ يُغْنِ اللَّهُ كُلًّا مِنْ سَعَتِهِ. If you divorce it, don't worry about the future, what will happen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala support both of you. So don't scare about this one. So sometimes the talaq is the wajib, should be happen the divorce. Sometimes is haram, but still we have a right to ask. And sometimes it's better to, how much as you can delay him. Maybe it's for future with some reasons we can fix the problem and not will happen the divorce. That is the Islamic ideology about the idea or the suggest about the family where is the happening. If you go back, because we're living in this time, if you see maybe directly tell you the people or what we see around us and our culture and society about where we are living, unfortunately here, for any small thing is happening divorce. And any small thing they are asking for a divorce and they can't live together. Now it's for me it's very difficult. Maybe the people they are married 1, 2, 3 months or 1 year to 3 years and they can't live together. Just only reason we have to be broke this marriage. No, is not allowed in Sharia. Because the responsibility, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we give it for you very strong contract responsibility. It's not allowed for the man, for any reasons, say that for his wife, you talaq, you divorce. And no, for any reason should be woman ask for the divorce. I want to go to the divorce. Because what happening, when they happen the divorce, a lot of things is hard for the man and for the woman. Both of them will have a lot of hard after that, because a lot of the memory and the history build it together, especially for the woman. Okay, this woman maybe 40 years now, 45 years, 50 years old, now happened the divorce, for example. Who will go to marriage with this woman? Not easy. It's not the young lady everybody should like to marry with her. But okay, if you go to this culture here, now you see the lot of the ladies, they are living alone. A lot of them, they are not wanting to marriage. Okay, what they doing? If the Muslim, he try to be supportive, to cover himself and not doing for the haram. Okay, if some of them, the kuffar, but they are still like that. But a lot of them, no. They are selling themselves for free for anything just only because they happen to divorce. But still, if they have a husband, if they are keep the house, the marriage to continue, never happen. A lot of the mistake or a lot of things is happening in the life. So the Sharia is looking for really life. What will happen? Not only I feeling something hard for me to live with this man or with this woman, but what will happen after that? This is important, not only for the time they are living together. So that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this ayah talking about giving suggestions for the advice for the man and the woman, how they should be when they can ask for a talaq, and how they can manage their life if it happen between the husband and wife, some argument. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. If you have any question, inshallah I will answer.